very grateful that I got my start at West Adelaide. That means a lot to me, and that's why I want the award presented at West Adelaide, because that's where it started, and I've had some fantastic memories. There's been a few heartaches along the way, but footy does that. But no, it's been a great journey, and I've loved every minute of my involvement with West. Sure. I was first introduced to Westies by a then president of the club, a guy called Cliff Todd, who was president in the early 60s. He had 4 daughters that played netball with my 2 sisters. We were all at netball one day, and he said, would you like to come out to the footy? So he dropped his daughters off. My parents stayed with my 2 sisters, and off I went to Westies on a Saturday afternoon in the early 60s, and fell in love with the place. The heroes of footy, in my heroes, but also the heroes of South Australian footy, were playing in those days. Ken Eustace, Neil Curley, Bertie Johnson, a lot of the West Adelaide legends, Jeff Bray. There were some fantastic players playing in that era, and I just fell in love with the place. Yeah, I mean, I used to annoy the hell out of them. I'd go up to them every week and ask for their autograph, even though they knew they'd given me an autograph the week before. I'd pick up their socks after they'd played, and it was just around the place, probably under their feet, and more of anything I was probably being a pain in the backside to them. But they were very friendly to me, and become mates with all of them over the journey. So it's been fantastic. Yeah, well, I think we've been sponsoring the club for over 40 years. I'm not sure how good the club's records are, but ours aren't too good. But after, when I was at high school, I used to sell home match tickets at the Westies home games. I used to catch 3 or 4 buses, whatever it took, to go and see them play at away games. And by the time I joined the business that was owned in those days by my uncle, I was a very avid fan and wanted to do what I could to help the club. Interesting question. There've been many, and there've been some really fantastic times that I've had mixing with country people, country footy people, but also local metropolitan amateur league club people as well. Football people are a very unique group, and they give back way more than they take out of the game. But mixing with players of West Adelaide, being involved with the administration of the club for a period of time, lots and lots of high spots, and country areas, country towns and areas that have done it tough. It really is important that we keep the game alive in those areas, and partly through my early days at Westies, I got involved with country footy, and when I became involved with the league, I thought that country footy needed more attention than it was getting, and I've got some fantastic lifelong friends out of it and some fantastic experiences, so it's been a great journey.